All right, it's good to have you again. And this is Microsality TV, and this is Chosen Channel. And today we're looking at how to manage children that are highly spiritually gifted. In our previous video, we talked about ways to identify children that are very spiritually gifted. These are children that, even from the age of zero, even when they are still months old, and they are in their early years, like 1 year, 2 years, you can know a child that is highly spiritually gifted, that is chosen. So, how do you manage them? Like in the case of Samuel, Samuel was given back to God by Hannah at when he just stopped taking the mother's milk. That should be maybe the age of 2 and 3. So it was handed over to Eli, who was a priest in the house of God. So when Samuel was growing up, Samuel did not even know who he was until he heard the voice of a man calling him, and he thought it was his father, his mentor, father Eli. His biological father is kilometers away from him in Canaan. So Eli is the father that he knows now. So he ran to Eli and said, "You called me." And Eli said, "No, I didn't call you. Go back to sleep." It was about the time to sleep. So he went back to sleep. And he called him again. God called him again, Samuel. He woke up again and he went to Eli. He said, "You called me." And Eli said, "No, I didn't call you. Go back to sleep." Then the third time, he called him again, Samuel. So he said, "No, you called me. That you can't deny it this time around." At that point, Eli knew that, oh, it was God that was calling this young man. He's a boy that was still very young, and he's already getting the call of God. So then Eli, being the mentor, taught him how to answer the call. And he said, if you hear, what you need to do is that you will hear, if you hear the call again, just say, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." I'm still trying to lay the foundation. I like to lay my foundation before I go into the teaching proper. Say, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." So as soon as he said that, then he understood that, okay, this is not Eli that was calling him. It was a spirit, and that is the biggest spirit in the world, and that's God Almighty. So when he heard Samuel again the fourth time, then he had to do what the mentor told him. He said, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." So at that point, God started speaking to Samuel. So that was the first time Samuel um, started learning how to become a prophet, because he was already a prophet. He was already a prophet, how to carry out the prophetic work. And God sent him a message, a very disturbing message to Eli, about him coming to punish the house of Eli and his sons, Hophni and Phinehas, who were very, 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 very blasphemous, who were doing all sort of things in the house of God that are disrespectful to the Almighty. So that aside, what am I trying to bring out here is that children, many of them, they are called even before they were born. Like in the case of Jeremiah, Jeremiah was called before he was born, and God told him that, "Before you were born, I have made you a prophet already." So that is it. And there are other people like that too, that we can at the time, we don't have enough time to be able to call all the names, you understand. So even in our world today, there are some children that, even from infancy, from their early age, early childhood, they started exhibiting, they started showing who they are, right from the childhood. That prophetic gift is already manifesting in their lives. So now the question is this: how do you manage children that are spiritually gifted? How do you handle them so that you won't end up um, um, mismanaging them? You understand? Because what you don't manage very well, you are going to lose it. So you are going to lose them. Either you lose them to the enemy, or you lose them to the world, and it becomes a problem. So you, as a parent, that there were no specific instruction given to you, unlike in the case of Samuel, in the case of John the Baptist, in the case of Samson, in the case of Jesus, the angels appeared to them and told them what they should forbid and how they should go about bringing up the child. But now, in this case of this child, you have already identified that this child is spiritually gifted. How do you do? So there's one thing you must know about these children: they talk. They talk, you know, and they always calculate what they say. Most times, you understand. Sometimes when they talk, their talk might not be very interesting. You understand? Why sometimes when they talk, they say something that is very profound. Like I said, somebody can be knocking on the door and they can tell you the name of the person that is knocking, and when you open it, it's truly the person. You understand? Then in those days where the world was not very civilized, they used to call them that they have demons, and they'll start beating them and maltreating them and treating them with all sort of inhuman treatment, But as time goes on, as the light gets brighter and clearer, they goes on that these ones are not really possessed. These ones are gifts. They are possessed by the Spirit of God. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that children can be possessed by evil spirits also, but in this case, we are talking about those that are called the chosen ones, who already know that they are starting manifesting their gifts from childhood. So the first thing you do is that you have to learn to listen to them. So that's the first step. Listen to them very well, because when they are talking, don't make it look like you are putting all the attention on them. Just as friends talk, allow them to talk. Yeah, you can chip in some one or two things to encourage them to talk more. You understand? These ones, allow them to talk. Listen to them, because they will say a lot. They will even tell you about their dreams. They will tell you about how their encounters, because these ones they have encounters a lot. They will tell you that there was an angel in my room last night, and they are not joking. They will describe the angel. If you give them a pen to draw, they will draw. They are the type that have the artistic what do you call it, artistic gifts. They will draw the how the angel looks like, and if they cannot draw, and you try to draw it, they will tell you no, it doesn't look like that. And if you go to the internet and try to get pictures, they'll tell you no, 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 that's what it look like. Then when they get a picture that is close to it, they'll say, oh, it looks like this, or it's very close to this one, because they know what they saw. You understand? Because angels are always around them, and the younger they are, the better and the clearer their vision. They see these things a lot. So you need to listen to them and ask questions that are not judgmental. Don't ask them questions that are judgmental. Okay, you have to ask them questions that will make them to talk more. You encourage them to talk more. Then number two, you observe for mood swings, isolation, and solitude. Okay, these ones they have mood swings. They can change their mood. Their mood can change very fast. Sometimes they become very very irritant. Irritated. They will be irritated by things, and so, and sometimes they feel like they don't want to talk to anybody. You think he's not an evil spirit. Please, he's not always the case. So sometimes they want to be alone. You have to respect their privacy, let them be alone. By the time their mood is back, they will still come and associate and socialize with others. So please observe their mood. Then number three, don't fight what seems like what seems like rebellion. Okay. Yes, don't say because I thought that it can look like it's a rebellion. It's not like they are trying to rebel against you. Okay, it's not like they are trying to be stubborn. It's just who they are. So don't condemn them. What you need to do, you encourage them. They can ask you questions like why. See, most of my teachings I do it at night, so please just get used to it. So I'm sorry. So during vacation, it will be easier for me. Okay, because I have my day job, and this is like this is a call for me, and I can't ignore it. I can't say because I'm doing my office work, I will not ignore what I'm supposed to be doing. So this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so that is it. So the the fight, don't fight it. Don't fight it. That's what I'm saying now. So whenever they show a sign of stubbornness or rebellion, or they try to be a bit difficult, don't don't just encourage. Just yeah, I'm not saying that if they misbehave, you shouldn't punish them as a father or as a school. Yes, they are not perfect children. They can misbehave. Give them the right punishment. You understand? But you need to understand that is what comes with that thing, especially prophetic. Stubbornness comes with it. You know what I mean now. So sometimes things like that will happen. So please don't fight it. So I've given you three now. I've given you don't fight what seems like listen to them attentively, and don't ask judgmental questions. That's number one. Observe for mood swings, isolation, and solitude. So please, sometimes you have to respect it. They want to be away from the crowd. Leave them. Let them go and energize themselves and come back. Then don't fight what don't fight what seems like rebellion or they are being stubborn. You start beating them up. No, no. Whenever they act like that, they ask you questions like why do you know what you do is that you take time to explain to them why you are giving them that instruction. So the second part, I'll be talking about the remaining three ways for you to manage children that are highly spiritually gifted. Thank you for now, and bye for now, and I see you in the part two of this discussion.